Coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's go down.
Here we go. Let's do this, man. Go, man.
Bravo 18. Here we go.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positive.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to have fingers because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Herbert off the play action. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The throw once more on second and 10. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
Ready up.
Good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll run the ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Breece Hall with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Chargers 14.
Point after, right
Raiders
down the middle.
nothing.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Right now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Right now.
Charles, it's kind of gut-check time. I know it's early, first quarter, just their second time of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score, down double digits. They got to figure out something pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would be for them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
29. 29.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Carlson is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. Within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break like if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pick up on the play. And it's
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talking about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm lucky enough to use the backside of the backfield. I used to cover. Hey, we get everybody cover. Oh, he just...
Herbert has him knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And the first play in the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover, they still have the lead. I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to give them everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be A terrific final act to this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's home. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Let's go now.
First and goal, Chargers.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Donald Parham. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Chargers 21, Raiders 3.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Express. Hey, 734.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
9, Express.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
First and 10.
And I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the ball.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit
Come
a
on,
receiver in the start, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense is effective. They can stop it before you get a good head of steam.
Is the complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. Outside, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
19, 19.
And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
To put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half, not in the first game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Carr now on first down. And that one's going to be on target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
6:37. One, later one. 7:34. Get down, get down.
Carr to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of making adjustments. If you try and wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
8:08.
Again, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Hey, go.
On the ground, Hall. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 2-yard
Really shouldn't
line.
be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, dude.
2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone. They need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. On third down, here's Hall. And he's got room. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brings up second and 5.
From the 44, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, wide open receiver complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Carr's slow, complete here to Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Carr now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7-5-0. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
First thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, I would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now Hall will start the drive to the 43, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Again on second down. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Carr's throw taking it to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touchdown trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild. And here's another deflection for the yards.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Let's go, buddy. Here on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's tackled at
well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
That is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Meanwhile, Hubbard's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And 31 now. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
All right, go get him now. Let's go. What we got?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks out there going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst realized.
And they work this well upfield across the 55. First down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now it's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Second and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
It's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 23. Carr. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
29.
Now Carr.
position to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed. With CD, they've got time left to definitely score this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try to meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run the offense, backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the ball moving.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll give the ball. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in a situation. Extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging on this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. One thing you've learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, you're up. You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
What now?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 69 yards. That didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Shotgun now for Carr. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, touchdown Raiders. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, but he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era. Hey, you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards. Real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly the signal caller, Charles, throwing all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So how about that for a changeover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception.
That's good.
They're going to move it down the inside the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
93.
One final try now for Carr. Throw right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything's looking for them in this contest. The kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, check out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up.